I picked up this Ingersoll Rand track tamper. There's a spade on the bottom and a pneumatic mechanism that allows you to pack the rock under the railroad ties. You can pack it up firmly so it supports the railroad above it. And you can see it's covered with surface rust. And when I bought it, the valve was stuck, and it's still a little bit sticky, but if you give it a good knock, you can get it over center. That's the on-off switch for the air coming in. So I think with a little use and a little air compressor oil in there, that will loosen up. I've already started to use the knot wheel because it had a lot of surface rust, and it's cleaning up nicely. You can see an aluminum block there, some gaskets. So this can be disassembled for servicing. But before I do that, I'm going to test it on air and make sure it works. But yeah, they're quite heavy. They're probably 75 pounds, somewhere in that territory. But you use gravity and you let it kind of do the work for you. And you lift it up, let more gravel fall into the hole, and then use some more. And I can see there's a little bit of a flaw there, but I think that's okay. I think it'll still work. I'm used to using one with a smaller spade, so I might grind some of this off if this one proves to be too large. Sometimes with some of the rock we have, it's hard to get a large spade in under the railroad tie to get it packed up firm. So I'll continue on this. I'll leave the camera rolling so you can watch me. Here's an example of what a larger automated tamper does. You can see it runs the spades down under the tie, and it vibrates them to pack in the rock, and it slightly lifts up that tie into the rail to support the track. Then it advances down to the next tie and does the same thing. What I have is a handheld version, which is basically one spade, so you have to hop around all four corners of the rail and do that manually. Okay, we're going to wipe this thing down with some mineral spirits and see what we have to work with. This will get off any residual dust and help us get it ready to paint. Okay, I think that about does it. Give it a minute to dry off, and then we'll hit it with some primer. Those of you with a keen eye might recognize this orange. That was from the tank car project for my 7.5-inch gauge railroad equipment. You're probably thinking, why would I paint the spade? Because that's going to see heavy use, but I just want to make the whole thing a uniform color. This paint will certainly wear off within the first few minutes of operation. And this is going to see really heavy use over time. So more than likely this paint will fade off and get chipped away, but at least some of it will be protected, and that's the point. I don't want the whole thing to rust over again. Okay, now it's primed. Now I need to go select the paint color. All right, we're going to do a quick test of the tamper. It works. Well, thanks for following me on this journey. In the meantime, hit like and subscribe to follow my other projects.